One other story I wanted to share with you very quickly, and then I'll pick up your phone calls here. This I find very troubling. It's not something that we're just learning about. We've known about this for some time, but it's starting to bubble up into the public conversation. And that is that video games, online video games, multi-user video games, and you know, I've watched this with my kids growing up, you know, kind of evolve into something where now it's like, you know, headsets and headphones and you know, the whole kind of virtual reality thing going on are being used. But you know, what these video games do is they provide game users an opportunity to talk to each other. You know, hey, I just shot you in that alley, or look out, here come the monsters from outer space coming to get us, or, you know, you want to be on my team, I'll be on your team, all that kind of stuff, right? There are these chat opportunities built into many of these video games that are played online, and Nazis, I mean literal Nazis, are using these chat applications to evangelize for white supremacy, racist hate, anti-Semitic hate, and, you know, and things of that sort. And in fact, they've even been creating and selling their own white power games, video games, and online games. And they're using these for recruiting. American neo-Nazi leader Matthew Hale said, quote, "If we can influence video games and entertainment, it will make people understand we are their friends and neighbors." And sure enough, a lot of these Nazis are your friends and neighbors. They shouldn't continue to be your friends, but a former white supremacist, Christian Piccolini, says they would drop benign hints and then ramp it up. From his own experience, he says, "They appeal to my desperate need for identity, community, and purpose. I was bullied and they provided safety. I was lonely and they provided family. That's how they draw people in, with a sense of belonging and humanitarianism." And he talks about this article. There's a great, it's from theconversation.com, but it's also published over at Raw Story. He says, as you'd expect, extremists use plenty of other hooks too. These include gyms, fitness groups, wellness culture, even animal rights and environmentalism. And I had a personal experience with this. A friend of mine, a person who's been a guest on this program, a progressive, during the pandemic, went down that rabbit hole and was recruited by progressive mask deniers, vaccine deniers, progressives who were arguing that, you know, hey, you really need to get some ivermectin, and don't pay attention to what Anthony Fauci says, he's a bad guy. In fact, I can think of two people who went down that rabbit hole, who I know personally and know quite well, both of them. From the left,